daily English experience.
How many hours did you sleep, One-chan?
Maybe 2. The train back was loud, but my mind is clear. We need to make a real plan today.
What is the plan?
We need a place to live. Not a hotel, not a shelter, a real apartment. One we can rent for a few months.
How do we even start? I have never rented in America.
First, we need a budget. A budget means the maximum amount we can spend each month on rent.
How much can we afford?
If Dad sends what he promised, and I find a small job soon, we can afford a modest 1-bedroom in Queens or in a quiet part of Brooklyn. Nothing fancy.
What does modest mean?
Modest means simple. Not big. Not fancy. Clean, safe, basic. Just enough.
What kind of contract do we ask for?
Month to month. That means we sign a contract that renews every month instead of 1 year. We can leave fast if we need to.
So no 12-month lease?
A lease is a long contract that locks you in. 1 year, sometimes 2. We do not want that. Month to month gives us freedom.
What about my name on paper? I do not have new ID yet.
Only my name on the lease for now. You stay as my guest. No paperwork with your name until we fix your documents safely.
Where do we start looking?
I called a small realtor in Astoria yesterday. Her name is Dana. She said she has 3 apartments to show us this morning.
A realtor?
A realtor is a person whose job is to help you find an apartment to rent or buy. They know the neighborhood. They have keys. They show you the empty units.
Do we pay her?
Sometimes yes. Sometimes the landlord pays her. We ask her, clearly, before we sign anything.
One-chan, how do you know all of these words so well? Budget, lease, month to month, security deposit, realtor. You've been in New York for only a few weeks.
A YouTube channel called Daily English Experience. Real conversations, real situations. I watched it every evening before I came here, including an episode about renting an apartment in New York.
One-chan, I am scared again. What if Frank finds our new address?
Then we choose a building with a real front door lock. No name on the buzzer. And a neighbor who is home during the day. One step at a time.
Emma, hi. Welcome. Coffee? Water? Both?
Water, please. Thank you for meeting us, Dana.
Of course. Let's get right to it. You told me on the phone you need something soon. How soon is soon?
This week, if possible.
Doable. What is your monthly budget?
Around 2,000 for everything, including utilities, if possible.
In Queens. That is realistic for a small one-bedroom in a good block. Maybe a small two-bedroom in a slightly older building. Any pets?
No pets.
Smokers?
No.
Furnished? Semi-furnished? Or empty?
What is the difference?
Furnished means the apartment has all the furniture already inside. Bed, sofa, table, chairs, sometimes even dishes. Semi-furnished means some, usually the big pieces like the bed and the fridge. Empty means just walls and floor. You bring everything.
Semi-furnished, please. We do not have time to shop.
Smart. What kind of lease? 1 year? 2 years?
Month to month, if possible.
Month to month is harder. Most landlords want at least 6 months. But I have one or two who are flexible.
We will pay a little more for that flexibility.
Good attitude. Last thing. Do you have references?
References?
A reference is a person who can tell the landlord that you are honest and that you pay on time. An old landlord, a boss, a professor. Most landlords ask for 2 references.
My professor in Tokyo. My old apartment manager in Tokyo. Both speak some English.
Perfect. I will need their email addresses later. One more question. What is your top concern in the apartment? Most clients say price. Some say space. What is yours?
Safety. Locked front door of the building. No name on the buzzer. Neighbors at home during the day.
Okay. You don't have to tell me why, but I will only show you buildings that match exactly that. I have 3 for you today. Ready?
Ready.
So, this one. 350 square feet. Studio. 1 open room. 4th floor walk-up.
What does walk up mean?
Walk-up means no elevator. You walk up the stairs every day. In a 4-floor walk-up, you climb 4 floors.
What is square feet?
Square feet is the American way of measuring floor space. 350 square feet is small. For comparison, a parking space is about 160 square feet. So this is about 2 parking spaces of living space.
That is very small.
Yes. But the rent is the cheapest of the 3 today. And the natural light is decent.
What does natural light mean exactly?
Natural light is sunlight coming through the windows. Some apartments have almost none. This one has a little, because the window faces east. Morning sun.
What about the kitchen?
2-burner stove, small fridge, no oven. You can boil water, cook 1 pan, but you cannot bake anything.
Bathroom?
Behind that door. Tiny. Shower stall only. No bathtub. Toilet and sink. You can touch all 3 walls at the same time.
At least it is mine.
That is the right attitude.
What does it rent for?
$1,800 a month. Heat included. Electricity and internet separate. First month, last month, and 1 month security deposit up front.
That is 3 months of money at once.
Welcome to New York. That is normal.
What is a security deposit?
A security deposit is 1 month of rent the landlord holds in case you damage the apartment. If you leave the place clean and unbroken, you get the money back when you move out.
Honestly, Dana, for 2 people, this is too small.
I agree. But I had to show you the budget floor. Now we go up a little. Next stop, a 1-bedroom, 3 blocks south.
You like it? Big space. Real bedroom. Real kitchen. Better than studio, yes?
It is bigger, yes. How much is the rent?
2,000. Heat, water, included. Electricity, separate.
What is the deposit?
First month. Last month. 2 months security. 4 months total upfront. In cash.
4 months upfront? Dana said 2 months is standard.
Dana works for everyone. I work for me. My rules.
And only cash?
Cash is cleaner. No banks. No fees. Faster for both of us.
What about a written receipt?
I write one for you. You trust me.
What about a cosigner?
What is cosigner?
A cosigner is a person who signs the lease with you. If you cannot pay, They pay. Usually a parent or older relative.
No cosigner needed. No references needed. No credit check. You give me cash. You take the keys.
That is unusual.
You are a foreign student, yes? No documents? No problem. I help foreign girls all the time.
Foreign girls?
Foreign clients. I help foreign clients. Same thing.
How did you know I am a student? I never told you.
Lucky guess. Your face. Your age.
Thank you for the tour. I need to think about it and discuss with my family.
Apartment goes fast. 2 other girls came yesterday. Decide today, or you lose it.
I understand. Thank you. Then, shall we look at the third one?
M. Tell me about apartment 2. Slowly.
Mia, something was wrong with the landlord. I don't know how to explain.
Just tell me what he did and what he said. I will listen.
He wanted 4 months cash up front. No bank transfer. No paper trail. No references needed. No credit check. No cosigner needed.
M. That is sketchy.
What does sketchy mean?
Sketchy means suspicious, not trustworthy. Something feels wrong even if you cannot prove it. American slang.
He also asked about my documents. He said, I help foreign girls all the time.
Wait. He said foreign girls?
Then he tried to fix it. He said, foreign clients. But the first word was girls.
M. Listen to me. Walk away. Right now. Do not even go back to ask one more question. Trust your gut.
Trust your gut?
Your gut is the feeling deep in your stomach when something is wrong, even before your brain understands why. Americans say, if your gut says no, the answer is no.
My gut said no.
Then walk away. I have seen these guys before. Cash-only landlords with no paperwork. Sometimes they are just rude. Sometimes they are connected to bad people. Either way, not safe.
What about the third apartment?
Tell me the neighborhood.
A small side street in Astoria. 3 blocks from a fire station. 2 blocks from a supermarket. Bakery across the street.
That sounds like a good neighborhood.
What is a good neighborhood exactly?
A good neighborhood usually has these things. A fire station nearby, a supermarket within walking distance, other people on the street at all hours, a bakery or a coffee shop with windows, streetlights that work.
Astoria has all of that.
Then go look. If the landlord is normal, and the paperwork is normal, and your gut is calm, take the apartment.
Mia, how are you feeling today?
Better. Boring. Hungry. But better. Doctor says I can go home in 2 days.
Then we need to have a home for you to come home to.
Exactly. Go find it, Em.
So, Emma, welcome to the last apartment of the day. What do you think?
It feels lighter than the other two. More air. More light.
That is because of the 2 big windows facing south. South-facing windows get sun all day.
Tell me about the lease.
The owner offers a 6-month lease or a 12-month lease at a small discount. No month-to-month. Sorry. But after the first 6 months, you can renew month-to-month.
6 months is okay. What is the rent?
$2,100 per month. Utilities are included. That means heat, hot water, and basic electricity. You pay only internet separately.
Deposit?
First month and 1 month security. That is 2 months up front. All by bank transfer or check. No cash. Full paper trail.
Excellent. What about an application?
You fill out a 1-page application form. You attach proof of income, 2 references, and a copy of your ID. We do a soft credit check. Application fee is $50.
What is a soft credit check?
A soft credit check is a small check that does not lower your credit score. It just confirms you are who you say you are. It does not look at your bank account in detail.
Can my sister live with me?
Yes, as long as she is listed as a co-occupant on the lease. She does not need to sign or pay, but the landlord wants to know who lives in the unit.
What does sublet mean? I saw the word in the lease.
Sublet means you rent the apartment from the main tenant, not the landlord. In this lease, no subletting is allowed. You cannot rent your room to a stranger. Standard rule.
Hira, one important question. Is the building safe?
The front door has 2 locks. You need a key plus a code. The buzzer downstairs has no last names, only apartment numbers. There is one elderly tenant who is home all day on the first floor. She watches the front door like a security camera.
That sounds wonderful.
Take your time. Walk around again. Open the closets. Look in the bathroom. Ask me anything.
One-chan. Come here. Now. Quietly.
Yuki, you are completely pale. What is it?
The photograph on the mantel. The girl in the picture. Look at her face.
I am looking. A young, beautiful woman. About your age. Why?
I know her.
How? How do you know her?
She was at Sakura Bridge with me. The first night. In the Brooklyn apartment. We slept in the same room.
Are you sure?
One-chan. I would know that face in any photograph in the world. Her name was Aiko. Aiko from Sapporo. She was kind to me when I was crying.
Yuki. If she lived here before us,
Then this apartment is owned by them. Or rented by them. Or watched by them. Or all three.
could it be a coincidence? A random photograph?
No. Look at the small chain around her neck. A tiny silver cherry blossom. Every girl at Sakura Bridge received one on the first day. Welcome gift. I had one too. I threw mine in the river the day I ran.
We need to leave. Right now. Calmly. We tell Hira we want to think. We do not say one word about the photo.
One-chan. What if Aiko is still in this neighborhood? What if she is still in trouble?
Then we help her later. After we are safe. We cannot help anyone if we walk into a trap.
She was so kind to me.
I believe you. But Yuki, we leave now. We do not run. We walk. We smile at Hira. We tell her we need one more day to decide.
Okay. Smile and walk. I can do it.
Look down. Look at me. Slow breath. Now you have a polite face again. Good.
One-chan. Where do we go tonight?
To the one person in this city who never asked us a single question. Mrs. Petrova.
Emma, my dear, you only call when something is wrong. What is wrong today?
Mrs. Petrova, I need a favor. A big favor.
I am listening.
Yuki and I cannot stay anywhere with paperwork tonight. No hotel. No apartment application. No name on any list.
Did you find a bad door today?
2 of them. Maybe 3. I do not have time to explain on the phone.
Then you do not explain on the phone. You come here. Tonight.
Where exactly?
My building. You remember. I have 2 small rooms upstairs that I never rent to strangers. My grandson used them when he was at college. Empty now for 2 years.
Mrs. Petrova, I cannot pay you the way a normal tenant would. No bank transfer. No lease on paper.
Did I ask you for money?
I cannot just take your rooms for free.
You can cook for me 3 nights a week. You can help me carry groceries up the stairs. You can read me the Russian newspaper in the morning, even with your funny accent. That is the rent.
Mrs. Petrova, why are you doing this?
Because 30 years ago, I was a young woman in this city, with no papers and no friends. An old Italian widow gave me a room above her bakery for nothing. I have been waiting 30 years to pass that kindness to someone else. You are that someone, Emma.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come before 9. My door closes at 9 sharp. After that, only my cousin from Odessa is allowed to knock.
We will be there by 8.
One more thing, Emma.
Yes.
When you come to my building tonight, you walk past the front door once. You go around the block. You come back from the opposite direction. You watch the windows on the street. If anyone is watching my building, I will see them, and you will see me see them. Then we know.
You sound like someone who has done this before.
Emma. I lived in Soviet Ukraine until I was 35. I have done this many, many times. I will see you tonight. The room on the left is yours, Emma. The room on the right is for Yuki. Bathroom is at the end of the hall.
Mrs. Petrova, I do not know how to thank you.
You can start by drinking the tea I left on the stove. Then, by sleeping. Sleep is the best thank you.
We walked past the building 3 times before coming in. Like you said, I did not see anyone watching.
I watched from my upstairs window. I did not see anyone either. You are clean. You are safe here. Tonight, no one knows where you are.
It was such a long day, Mrs. Petrova. We saw 3 apartments. The first one was a tiny studio walk-up, too small for 2 people.
And the second one?
The second one had a landlord called Boyko. He wanted 4 months cash up front. No paperwork. He used the words foreign girls.
Boyko. I will remember that name. I have friends in Brooklyn who keep a list.
The third apartment looked beautiful. South-facing windows, hardwood floors, A real lease. A real listing agent named Hira.
So what was wrong?
There was a small framed photograph on the mantel. Yuki recognized the girl in the photo. She lived with Yuki at Sakura Bridge before she ran.
My God. My poor children.
We left calmly. We told Hira we needed one more day. We did not say one word about the photo.
Smart. Very smart. You did exactly the right thing.
Mrs. Petrova, tomorrow we go to the police with the photo. Not Sanchez at the local precinct. Someone higher. Someone Yuki trusts.
In the morning, we plan. Tonight, you eat the soup on the stove and you sleep 10 hours.
You are like a grandmother to us already.
Then call me babushka. That means grandmother in my language. All my favorite people call me that.
Babushka.
Go. Wash your face. Then come down. I will warm the soup. We three eat together. Emma! Come down. All the way down. Slowly.
Babushka, who was on the phone.
A man. He just hung up. He said his name was Tanaka. He said he was your father.
What did he say exactly?
He said, "Hello, Mrs. Petrova. This is Mr. Tanaka calling from Tokyo. I just landed at JFK 2 hours ago. I would like to speak to my daughters, Emma and Yuki. I know they are safe with you."
My father is in Tokyo. He has not flown internationally in 15 years. He is afraid of flying. He has never set foot in JFK in his life.
I know. I felt the wrongness in his voice immediately. So I asked one question.
What question?
I asked, "Mr. Tanaka, what is your younger daughter's middle name?"
And
He said, without 1 second of hesitation, "Misaki."
that is correct. Yuki's middle name is Misaki. Only family knows that.
Emma. I never told anyone you were coming here. No one. Not my cousin. Not the church. No one.
Carlos? Could Carlos have told someone?
Carlos called me yesterday. I called him back from my own phone. We spoke only in Russian. He used a public payphone. He gave only my street, not my number. How did the man calling tonight have my home number?
He must have called every Petrova in Brooklyn.
Then how does he know your father's name? How does he know Yuki's middle name? How does he know to call this specific Mrs. Petrova on this specific night?
Babushka, wake Yuki. Right now.
What do we do?
We do not leave through the front door tonight. We do not turn on the front lights. We do not answer the phone again. You said you have a back garden.
Yes. A small back garden and a gate that leads into the alley.
Then before sunrise, we three walk out the back gate into the alley and we disappear.
My God, Emma! What kind of people know your sister's middle name?
The kind of people who knew her last day in Tokyo. The kind of people who got our father's trust. The kind of people who have someone inside our family